Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. Jeremiah 48, verse 10. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arachakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well. And as always, peace and salutation to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, as the spirit, that the elder apostles is bringing this topic back up, because the elder apostle Ramla, in the lesson that he did, he brought up, which spirit, reminded him that, you have the heresy that was going forth from ISUPK and the IUIC, that, you can have sex on the Sabbath day. And, what was spiritual about that was, me and the brother Shaquat, second in command in the camp, we had went live yesterday. I'm pretty sure, some of you brothers got to tune in. And I'm sure y'all heard us mention how you got certain guys out there, teaching that you can have sex on the Sabbath day. We actually mentioned that, and lo and behold, the spirit got on the elder apostle, and he said that thought came up, last night as well. So that's the spirit, and the fact that there was no uproar from the other Israelite groups shows that there's a lot of respect or person. There's a lot of PC shit going on within Israel. Now the scriptures say that when let's go to it real quick. Leviticus 5, and it says, "And if a soul sin or hear the voice of swearing, and is a witness, whether he have seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity." And y'all saw, I mean, because y'all watch our video, so when we target something, when we get on something, y'all watching us and y'all already knowing who we getting on. So if y'all heard it and you didn't say nothing about it, you're guilty. And that's why the spirit came upon the apostle to cuss these guys out. Because this was almost a year ago, and really we didn't see no responses or no uproar from these other groups. And that's all. We being in the Day of Atonement, this is a Sabbath day. So if you're teaching that it's all right to have sex on a Sabbath day, this is another Sabbath day. So that means that you can deal with your woman on a day that you're supposed to be tending to the Lord. Now you're teaching that you can mind the things of the flesh rather than the things of the spirit. So that was a heavy stumbling block, man. So I got to see that, and I also got to watch the Elder Apostle Tahar's video. You can't have sex on the Sabbath day, and I remember this, man. Both IUIC and ISUBK teach that madness, and I don't think they ever repented of that, since we got on them. So if you other guys see this and you ain't say anything, the scriptures say, "Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully," meaning you doing it neglectfully. You seeing things that's not right and you ain't saying nothing about it. You ain't speaking out. You doing the work deceitfully. That play it safe BS. The scriptures saying in the law that you're supposed to rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. You trying to keep your sword back from blood. So the Lord's gonna deal with a lot of you dudes, man. But as far as this particular topic, it was a spirit. We brought this up last night, man. Because there's a lot of dudes out there. They think that they're pure. We went into Isaiah the 58th chapter, and dudes are coming unto the Lord as if they're pious, and think that the Lord is dealing with them. But yet, this is what they're doing behind the scenes. You're teaching men that it's all right to basically break the law. But yet you make that you make a show in your appearance as if you're righteous. And that's why the Lord called you a bunch of hypocrites. Don't try to call yourself a man of the Lord and you push a heavy pusher of the law, and you condemn and look down on brothers that's not keeping the law perfectly, but yet you're teaching to break certain laws. Having sex on the Sabbath day, that's breaking the law. You're profaning the Lord's Sabbath day. You're supposed to keep it holy. We're supposed to hallow that day. And there was a custom in Israel, the day prior to the Sabbath day, they would actually sanctify themselves. Because we know that when you have sex with a woman and the seed of your copulation go out from you, you become unclean. All right? And we're supposed to be ceremonially and physically clean unto the Lord on his high holy day. Matter of fact, let me get that. Let's go to Leviticus 20 real quick. I'm gonna make this quick because I gotta make a move real quick. But let's go to Leviticus 20. Leviticus 20 and verse 7. It says, "Sanctify yourselves therefore, and be holy, for I am the Lord your power. And you shall keep my statutes and do them. I am the Lord which sanctify you." All right, which what does it mean to sanctify? Wadash, which means to set apart, to be consecrated, to be hallowed. All right, holy. Okay, and that's how we would do that by purifying ourselves. Let's look up purify. Well, it comes up 14 times. And that's basically what the priest had to do. Numbers 19 and 19, it says, "And the clean person shall sprinkle upon the unclean the third day, and on the seventh day, and on the seventh day he shall purify himself and wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and shall be clean at evening." All right, so you purify yourself, you cleanse yourself so that you can be clean by the evening. All right, so when the Sabbath day came in, you had to be clean because the Sabbath day is to be hallowed and sanctified. That's why when at Mount Sinai, when the Lord's getting ready to appear, he gave the instruction to basically keep at your wife, basically keep away from your wives or stay away from your wives for 3 days, because the ground that you're going to be standing on is holy ground. All right. Now, Apostle Aramlab, he had went to the account in First Samuel, the 21st chapter. I want to go into the one in the chapter prior when David knew, because he was given intel by Jonathan that his father was going to try to get him, and he was going to set him up, at the feast. So David knew not to show up. So they had to discuss, what answer would Jonathan give to Saul for why David didn't show up at the new moon feast, right? So this is what happens. This is 1 Samuel 20, and I'm gonna start at verse 18. It says, "Then Jonathan said to David, Tomorrow is the new moon, and thou shalt be missed, because thy seat will be empty. And when thou hast stayed 3 days, then thou shalt go down quickly and come to the place where thou didst hide thyself when the business was in hand, and shall remain by the stone easel. And I will shoot 3 arrows on the side thereof, as though I shot at a mark. And behold, I will send a lad, saying, Go find out the arrows. If I expressly say unto the lad, Behold, the arrows are on the side of thee, take them, then come thou, for there is peace to thee, and no hurt, as the Lord liveth. But if I say thus unto the young man, Behold, the arrows are beyond thee, go thy way, for the Lord hath sent thee away, as touching the matter which thou and I have spoken of between, behold, the Lord between thee and me forever. He's making that covenant with him. They were that close. So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, which is a Sabbath day, first day of the month, that is to be a Sabbath, the king sat him down to eat meat, and the king sat upon his seat as at other times, even upon the seat by the wall. And Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty. Nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something had befallen him. He is not clean. Surely he is not clean. So in his mind, David was a no-show because he believed that David might have been unclean. So he didn't show up because he wouldn't have been physically and ceremonially clean. Because you got to be clean on a high holy day. Maybe he had been with his woman. In a Josephus account, I think it kind of insinuated at that. It kind of hinted at that he maybe thought that David, was dealt with a woman that the night before. You know, so that proves in itself that you got to be clean. So Sabbath, sex on a Sabbath day, you will be profaning the Sabbath day. Okay, and then you go to the account in the Apocrypha, the Maccabees with Judas Maccabees. Let's get that, and I'm gonna try to close out. I don't want to make this long. This is Second Maccabees 12, and I'm gonna jump down to verse 38. And this was after they overtook Gorgias's men after they had fell weak, and he prayed to the Lord to give strength, and they surprisingly overtook him. So this is verse 38. It says, So Judas gathered his hosts, his army, and came to the city of Adullam. And when the seventh day came, the Sabbath day, they purified themselves. They cleansed themselves as the custom was, and kept the Sabbath in the same place. So no, you cannot have sex on the Sabbath day. This is just to land back off the elder apostles, man. And there was a spirit that made us, bring that up. Last night in our live stream, and Apostle, he had that thought that same night, and he brought it up in his live show. You know, so that's the spirit, man. And you dudes that didn't say anything, it's the reason why the Lord is making a separation right now. And I'm a Lord willing, I'm gonna try to do a lesson on how the Lord is putting an invisible mark on His men, and He's gonna leave that invisible mark off of you reprobates, and that's where the separation is gonna happen, man. The Lord is gathering the righteous into a barn. The rest of you being gathered in a bundle. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a response. Lord willing, this was edifying, and give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And until the next lesson, I say, Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.